The Hope Dealer Sessions is a motivational mixtape of spoken word and music intended to amplify hope in love, life, and culture. I lived this. I have benefited from these principles in real life over the past 40 years of living, but more specifically, as I received an unction by way of, and I'm actually talk about it at the end of the project, the text message that I received from our good brother Chadwick Boseman on April 4th, 2020, where he dared us to pray. He requested that we pray collectively for the hope of the world. Welcome back to another episode, Just Heal with Dr. J, and I am your host, Dr. J. Listen, if you haven't subscribed yet, click that link and subscribe and join our healing community. We have so many great things planned, so many great things that we want to invest into the healing community. Coming soon, I'm going to be doing courses. I'm going to be doing a live once a month, pouring into the individuals that are wanting to continue their healing journey. And as I often say, healing is a journey and wholeness is the destination. But I don't want to take up too much of your time because I got another guest that's back for a second time.
Oh, you gonna put that on camera?
Yes, I'm going to put that on camera.
Okay.
Back for a second time, unplanned, because for some kind of way, CJ don't know, and I'm not throwing CJ on the bus.
Sounds like it.
Y'all know that's my right-hand man, but CJ called me and said, bro, something happened to Major's episode. We got the audio, bro, but we don't have the visual. So here we are again, back in LA, recording our brother, gospel award-winning artist. You know him for the most played wedding song of all time, Beyond Ribbon in the Sky. This
Okay.
is why I love you. Anyway, I know Stevie Wonder is his boy, is his mentor, is his dude. And Stevie, listen, I know you can hear me, but I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. So, shut up. We respect you, Stevie, but Major do has the top wedding song.
Well, Stevie, to be fair, Uncle Stevie did say, I believe this will be the wedding love song for years to come.
And
So
it is.
He gave me his blessing, and Ribbon in the Sky clearly set the mark.
Absolutely.
And so Why I Love You is just trying to move on up.
Anyway, stop being humble. Anyway, Stevie, we revere you, we respect you, but right now, Major is the leading wedding song. This is why I love you. Anyway, welcome to the healing community, my brother, my friend, and this dude is just I don't have anything else to say. We are like Dumb and Dumber.
I guess I'll be dumb. Gotta be dumb. Huh? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, his brother is here. The platinum soul singer, my mama's favorite hope dealer, huh? Mr. This is why I love you. And that new, I said a prayer for you. We hear him, brother.
But
Thank
you-
you for having me again.
But you didn't say no prayer for me.
I did actually.
You-
I actually do pray for you. You know that.
Yeah.
Keep going. Let's start this thing.
So listen, we are back a
Yes.
second time. Again, y'all see the type of relationship me and Major have. It is constant banter. It is constant back and forth. It is a brotherhood and a friendship that I greatly appreciate that we have. So before we get into it, I don't even talk about the project. I love to open up every episode with just how are you feeling? If you could just locate your feelings in this moment.
Whew. To be honest, today, I am grateful, but also overwhelmed. I'm preparing for a tour. I'm, thinking of all the different areas that I can strengthen as it relates to my career. I'm grateful
for my wife. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for the many blessings that have finally shown up in this season. You know, I prayed for you in #1 since the last time we talked, and it got me a Stellar nomination. I performed on the Stellar Awards, and it's a lot of really cool stuff happening. But I think I'm a bit overwhelmed with a lot that is happening and wanting to show up well for all of it. So I'm gonna have to start, you know, living the hope that I'm given. You feel me? That pace.
Oh, now you tapping into my book,
Yeah, absolutely.
Pursuing Pace.
Yeah.
I love that you were able to identify the oxymoronic, or I would say, or I would like to say, the paradoxical of just life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm excited about something, but I'm also concerned.
Yeah.
Because a sense of overwhelming feelings is just really a sense of concern, right? Where it's like, man, am I ready? Do I have what it takes? Am I enough? I don't think it's the same thing as some would say that it could be synonymous to imposter syndrome, but I think the overwhelming feeling that you are sensing is really like, man, a lot is happening at one time.
Yeah, I definitely know specific to right now. That's the thing. Like, am I ready? You know, am I giving enough to meet the need before I arrive at it? Um, I have wrestled with imposter syndrome, believe it or not, as bold as I move. I have wrestled with imposter syndrome, and I think it's fair to speak to that duality of life.
Yeah.
Because that's literally what life is. And like you said, you've mentioned in your book, in my new project, the Hope Dealer Sessions, I talk about that life is hope and healing, pain and purpose, trial and triumph. It's all of it. It's storm and rain. But the gift of life is that we're given the opportunity to live through all of it and still show up fully in all of it. It may not be perfection, but show up nonetheless. He's graced us the ability to weather it all. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
No, I like how you expounded on that, because I think when we think about the duality of life, we often see it from the vantage point of letting go of something while holding on to something else, right? And I think simultaneously, we're usually trying to do them together. And what I like to do is I have to do one and then allow the other to follow.
Yeah.
And that's not saying that they both don't coexist and they both are not held in the same space. Because on one end, I know exactly what you're feeling, because I'm feeling the same way. There's so many opportunities right now, man, that are coming my way. There's so many things that I'm having to read through, navigate, plan, prepare, then also focus on being present in all of it.
That's right.
So I understand that challenge as well. But what I'm learning, Major, is plan over here and then step back into this and say, what can I let go? Because what we're trying to do and what causes us to feel overwhelming is that
It's carrying off.
it's carried on at the same time.
Yeah.
So as you are processing that now, and I'm watching your brain turn, what could you pick up now? And then what could you lay down?
Ooh, I know that I wrestle. Okay, so my journey as a recording artist has been different than the way I planned it out. God is hilarious, but I've experienced some amazing highs and amazing wins in my journey, but the way that things have unfolded are different. So I've had to take on some responsibilities as an independent artist whose mama named him Major, um, that doesn't always allow me to fully trust the team or the people that are there in place to help support me, to fully trust that they're going to execute at the level of my
Expectations.
my expectations and my reputation of excellent output. I operate at high level, quality only. That's how I was raised. If it's gonna be done, it's gotta be
Done
great.
right.
And so so I think when you ask like what can I let go of, I think maybe just trusting that if I gave I made clear the ask or the need or the want, that it'll be handled. The scheduling and stuff is going to be handled.
I've just been let down a lot of times. I think it's PTSD in a way.
It is.
Yo,
Listen, brother, when I tell you I
Overstand.
overstand, I overstand.
Yeah.
Because you and I have had very unique careers. And the same with me, like my career did not, and again, for one, let me just say this wasn't even my career that I had in mind. I wanted to play ball. So to be a therapist, a doctor in healthcare, and to be a podcast host, like
Yeah.
I remember you telling me like, bro, you got to do a podcast.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
So to think about the process of really comprehending all of it, because even that's a challenge.
Yeah.
Because now I wouldn't say forced, but I'm pressed to look at things that I never thought that I would be looking at
Right.
and put trust in people that I never thought that I would have to trust
Yeah.
because I can't do it all. I can't read the emails. I can't respond. I can't book the flight. I can't, try to understand all of the accommodations that I need
Right.
while also focusing on the art
Right.
and the skill that we have been gifted with.
and that's honestly what we ultimately want. We want to be able to just be the talent in the space or just be the creative in the space and allow the logistical pieces to be handled and handled well by whoever's there. I know that some of my circumstances have been where I've had to literally just do it myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to make sure I want to put more into practice. I've kind of done it a better job of it this particular year. Like I no longer had a label. I'm extremely independent, and so I've had to employ my own contractors, like kind of get my own folks on board and make up a team just based on my own network. And they're great at what they do. It's just, again, I know what it feels like to be let down by people that say, I got it.
Man, that disappointment, man, it's hard, bro. It's hard to process that. And particularly when you are trusting them with your thing.
Yeah. Because that's what it is. You're entrusting. It's legit like handing your baby over to be cared for by multiple hands. That's not an easy thing. Like we probably grew up, if you grew up somewhat similar, like we couldn't just go over anybody's house. I have friends where their parents were like, yeah, you can go. But my mom barely let us spend the night over anybody's house. If it was a cousin, yeah, for the most part. But for the outside of that, you were just no. So imagine that's how it is. Like you got your project and you got your vision and you want to make certain that you work as a team, but you have to trust the hands and the mindset of the individuals that are a part of it. So that's a daily work that I have to work on. I like I said, I love excellence, bro. I'm not a perfectionist.
by any means.
You just like excellence.
Oh man,
It's I
excellence
think
can
what
really be done.
man, what I hear you saying is I want it done well.
Well, that's the word. Well,
I want it done well.
yeah.
And I don't think anything is wrong with that, man. I think for brothers like us who have this spirit of excellence, because if I can't do it well, I don't want to do it at all.
That's it.
I'm not doing it. And I can remember, man, several things that I've said no to because I know that I couldn't do it well because of my limited capacity. And I'm always interested, man, because I've gone through, I had about 3 managers. I had about 3 managers, 4 publicists. The publicist I have now is amazing.
Yeah.
The team that I have now is amazing. But I think going through the difficult times, what I would call it, and the challenging decisions that you have to make when it doesn't work out well, when you have to have the conversation that something that you had an expectation for that wasn't done well, that's always difficult for me because I've worked with mostly females that operate in that space for me. So my PTSD from a long relationship or a previous relationship that I had, that when I shared how I truly felt, it wasn't received well. So even when I have gone to speak to say, yo, man, can we talk about this? Dude, I'm shaking. Because what happened is, and women don't realize this, it's so, for a man that like us who can really express ourselves.
Yeah.
Just because I can
We
express
have
ourselves,
emotional intelligence and can articulate.
and it doesn't make it easy.
No, because it shocks them. Because a lot of times they may appreciate it, but they're, because it's not as common, it hits harder. And it's like, no, but I'm just helping you understand exactly what it is, so it leaves no room for you to think anything else.
Yes,
But yet and still,
exactly.
it's a wow.
Man, bro, I literally remember having to have a conversation with my manager, and I remember taking myself through breaths, and like just
Catch your breath. Yeah.
And then here's the other part. It was on Zoom. I was even conscious of how my body language was on Zoom. I did not want to sit up because, and I'm not saying this with her, but I said I didn't want her to think that there was going to be this level of aggression. So even that was just,
you know what I think it's a byproduct of, it's the gift and the challenge of being empaths.
Yeah.
Because that's what we are. We don't like to see people hurt.
No.
We don't like to see people suffer. And sometimes it's us. We don't even like to see our enemies hurt and suffer long past them realizing that they need to do better by us. But like, we still have a compassion for, yo, I think I know why they're doing this. And it's like, it's not our job to always figure that out.
Yeah.
It's not our job to always feel responsible to making certain that people can handle what it is that we give. That's a God work. That's a God responsibility. And while empathy seemingly feels like a God trait, we have to be careful not to move into the realm of God identity or God work or God responsibility. That's it. God responsibility to know all things before we arrive there, because then it snatches us out of the faith space that God is more delighted by and God rewards. Because honestly, we know our hearts are always in the right place.
Yeah.
It is probably like 0.002% of the time our heart may not be in the right place. And I'm saying that only just because you know we're human. But for the most part, our intentions are not to make a person feel less than, a person feel unworthy, a person feel uh bad or whatever. But at the end of the day, we know we're building something, and you cannot have a fractured, broken, or an incompetent help
to be a part of the building because that part that they're assigned to is not going to be.
And it's critical.
Yes.
It's critical because when you're building something, we have to build it well. It's the only way that it's going to be respected, appreciated, revered,
Yeah.
and honored. Because I take what I do, bro, so seriously, as I know that you do. I don't just put people together and put people on the couch. Like, we are inundated with emails all the time. Like, hey, can we get this person on your podcast? And everything from working with CJ to working with my publicist, it's like everything, I have to sit with it.
Yeah.
I have to pray about it. And I have to identify within my spirit. But what do you do when you've identified it within your spirit and you have to go to that person
And tell them no.
and tell them no?
I have gotten better with just being honest. I know I also, while I have language, I also have a big boomy voice, which we do. That's so crazy.
Bro.
That's so crazy.
So you got to be double.
So sometimes, like, when I say something, it sounds so profound, and all I'm saying is, I would love some lemon pepper wings, but I would love some lemon pepper wings. Okay, we'll just and I'm like, no, I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it. So I think that for me, that one, and this has literally helped me legit. Holy Spirit, speak through me. And I have to trust that whatever
comes
out is what needs to. And it honestly has surprised me. I know that sometimes I have approached situations and I'm like, oh, this is not good. This is the end. Bad.
I can tell you right now, I can be honest. I'm already ready to, I'm not on the defense, but I'm prepared.
Yeah.
Because just in case, and it's not that I'm going to have rebuttal, but it's like, all right, I'm going to have to be prepared to take how they feel about how I felt.
Right. And that's not fair.
And it's not fair, man.
That's not fair. And that is some type of learned behavior from a trauma that has had to have existed in childhood, even if not childhood in years past, that was significant enough to keep showing up. Because what it does is it debilitates us and it stops us from our advancement and our progress. And so our advancement and progress is slower because we are so concerned on making sure people that have not done the work, that are not willing to do the work, or that people that are just missing it, we just want to make sure they're good. And I don't think that God intended for us to move that way. I think about the scripture to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And the operative word that we often miss is as. The measure is dependent on how you extend to yourself that love, because you model that which you expect. And so if I show someone how to respect me, I provide them. If I respect me, I provide someone the example of how I want to be treated, how I want to be respected. And I think some people want to ride with us the way that we're intending, but because we overthink it, we don't give them an opportunity to be like, okay, so yeah, I did it wrong, so let me fix it, or yeah, this isn't working.
Yeah, man, that's so good, bro. That is so good. I think for me, the biggest lesson that I had to learn, and my mentor told me this, he said, because of God is expanding you, because when you think about expansion, you think about width. And then you think about elevation, you think about the vertical. So you have this massive sort of width, right, of just experiences. And then there's this vertical part that I'm having these experiences, I'm gaining this insight, but the vertical and the elevation also places me at a different level.
Yeah.
So as much as I have width, I also have height. And sometimes with the height, it's leveling yourself back down to the reach.
Yeah.
Because I never want to be seen as if I'm talking over somebody. I am talking at someone. I want to make sure that I can talk to them.
Yeah.
And he said, and he's explaining and breaking all this down to me. He said, with all of that, what I'm saying is, you're going to have to get accustomed to being the bad guy. And I thought, that's exactly what it is. Man, he said,
so all I saw and it's funny because as you hear like an ambulance, you hear or the police car, they going to get the bad guy. The thing is, it's like, I think because we have been in our journeys the victims of bad people, we want to be the rescuers of anyone else's experience and not feel the pain that just so happens to be a part of lighting. And at the end of the day, as much as we're just feeling responsible to have to save them from that, we have to realize that when we move that way, we start to interfere with the work of God. That sometimes they need to feel a rejection. And sometimes their rejection has to come from a healthy mind so they know, actually, this rejection actually must be good for me. Bro, that was a revelation that just came for me too. Yo, oh man. Oh my God, I love Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, dude. A healthy rejection.
Because a lot of times we're often rejected by fractured people. So we just take it as, oh, this is just horrible. But what if it comes from like that, that healthy rebuke that they talk about biblically. And we used to be afraid to hear a rebuke, but sometimes a rebuke of, no, that's not okay, is the best thing to course correct you to say, okay, well, let me fix it this way. And as we've grown up, we have mentors that can gently rebuke us. No, that's not, you don't do that. Don't do that. No. And it's okay. It's a healthy rejection. It's a healthy rebuke. Oh man,
That's a book title. Healthy rejection.
healthy rejection.
Because
So if I come up with it, don't be okay. We can both write it. We can go right, bro. We can write it. We can go right.
All right. Listen, I'm going to tell you why that is so good. When you think about a healthy rejection, it's not that this wasn't for me, this happened to me, they did this, they did that. It's, I needed that.
Yeah.
And what I'm telling people is, you don't need a different outcome. You need a different outlook.
That will change the world.
Because
That'll change.
Because the rejection for them is always predicated, or what they had in mind is predicated on what they wanted, which is the outcome that they desire.
Yeah. Yeah, because this rejection now means I can't have the outcome, but perhaps the rejection is it's all about the outlook of it, that you intake information that can feed and inform how you can move in the next moment,
Bro.
so that you can be ready for the outcome you desire.
So I got a story while you sit there while you sit there. Story. Some years back, met this lady. She had just come out of a divorce. And she had I think she was married to a leader, pastor, something, or a minister. So anyway, I think it's probably like maybe a year right after the divorce. And we had some exchange, and I said, hey, love to take you out. Let's just, go hang out, talk.
Oh, okay. So you just want to minister to her.
I know I didn't want to minister to her, man.
Keep talking. Say your story.
This dude. No, I didn't want to minister to her, man. Listen, she told me that she just come out of divorce, but she said, hey, I'm open to,
some counsel, some therapy.
This woman wanted to get something to eat, and I wanted to eat, dude. Let me finish telling the story.
Keep going.
So we go to eat. It's good, and we're sitting there talking, and I'm like, man, you know, she's a dope woman, got things going on, but I also can feel that the divorce was over, but it wasn't over for her.
Right.
I felt that. So one night we're on the phone, and I said, "Can I say something to you?"
So y'all just talking at night. Y'all talking at night.
Bro, we doesn't
Am I
go
picking up the? Am I focusing on the wrong things?
Yes, you're focused on the wrong
Okay,
thing because
give me where I'm supposed to be paying attention, because all I hear is this lady that gets a divorce and she's not over. She wants to
that is
you,
bro.
get
No, she
counselor,
don't. No,
and now she's talking to you at night. Carry on.
just what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
I met the lady after she's gone to divorce. I don't know that. So we had an exchange.
Oh, okay.
And she tells me, hey, I was married and I've been divorced over a year. That's how it went.
There it is. See,
That's what I'm saying.
okay. So
But
if you
everybody
listen to the
watch it.
story, listen, because I know I'm not the only one. It sounded like she was It was. It was
No,
it
no,
was new
no.
to a divorce.
No.
She finds Dr. J and
No.
she wants to have some counsel.
It
She
is.
says, "Let's get some snacks," you know, and so she wants to eat, and then she wants to talk to him at night. Now he clarified, and that's important. It's important for you to clarify. Next time you tell this story, start with she had been through a divorce, and time later she got to
If you allow me to tell the story and stop interrupting me.
I just wanted you to be set up for greatness. I didn't want anybody to turn this off. This man is a good man. He's a noble man. Continue.
So we're on the phone
Yeah.
at night because we both work during the day.
Right.
She's in education and I'm in my field of work. So nighttime is the only time that we can talk, clown.
Sure.
So anyway, we having this conversation.
Yeah.
And my spirit was uneasy. And again, we had only been talking about 3 or 4 weeks. So I said to her, I don't know if we should continue on. I said, I don't think we should continue on. And she was like, oh, why not? I said, it has nothing to do with the divorce. I said, I sense in my spirit because it wasn't I was feeling convicted, but I can feel the spirit saying, she's not ready. So going back to the healthy rejection. So she said, okay, Jay, I can respect that. I said, I just feel it heavy in my spirit. And I said, I'm not trying to spiritualize this because we just vibing. I said, but I don't think we should. So a year goes by, years and months. She hits me up one day. She's moved on and not moved on in another relationship, but let me clarify. She was living in the same city that I was in, but she had moved to another city. She hit me up one day and she said, thank you. And she says, I want to say thank you for handling my heart and for guarding my heart. Because she says most people in that moment, even though it had been a year, I was still dealing with the remnants of it. And she said, now, when you shared that with me, it did feel like I was being rejected. But as I began to process, God also showed me that my heart was still wounded. And it would have been unfair to enter something with you knowing that I was still hurting from what I had gone through. And we had a really great exchange. And it really blessed me, man, because sometimes you may have to make a difficult decision for something that you want, because I was, interested in wanting to get to know her.
Yeah.
But this is why it's so critical that
A year after her divorce.
yes,
It's ample time.
exactly.
Guys, he's in the clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord, please help me with this, brother.
So the point that you're making
Go ahead.
is that
Healthy rejection.
healthy rejection is a part of life. And we have to understand, especially as empaths, as ones that move caring greatly for other people and how they perceive us and how they move and excel in life, we have to understand that if our intentions
are right and pure, that God will facilitate how they accept
Yeah.
what we give.
Yeah.
Because if we continue to overthink, I got to say it this way, I got to do it this way, I don't want to say all this, I don't want to do that, we sabotage an opportunity of honesty, which is the ultimate gift of truth fully doing its work, because we're robbing them of the opportunity to get everything they need that they may be informed how to move next.
Yeah.
That is so important. It's so valuable. And I think we are just arrived at some help for us for how we're going to move in future dealings. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Because I know on the flip, there has been some rejection for myself that I have to internalize differently. That outlet piece that you said, where I have to internalize different. Oh, this doesn't mean that I wasn't qualified. It just wasn't my stuff. That wasn't for me.
Nope.
Okay. I think, yeah, because oftentimes we jump into
Oh man.
the seat of, if I didn't get it, that means I wasn't good enough. But that
Yes.
is not at all what it means.
Talk to him.
It does not have to mean that. And most of the time, it does not mean that, especially to the champion-minded, to the people that put in work.
Yes.
You not getting something does not mean you are not qualified.
Yeah.
It simply means that ain't yours. And you
That's
don't
word.
want anything that doesn't belong.
That don't belong to you. Bro, I just went through, and I wouldn't say went through, but I just got rejected for something, for a TV show that called me back several times. Came out down well. Yeah. Came out here to LA several times, filmed. The producers love me. Love me. The text message are called. However, the network said different. And when the guy texted me, I was in a meeting and he said, text me, he's like, hey, Dr. J, you got a moment? I know I didn't get it. Like, God, I felt it in my spirit. I said, I didn't get it. So when I called him back, I said, hey, he said, hey, man. And he was like, I was like, man, cut out the pleasantries.
Get
Listen, I've been cut from a football team before, so I know how this go. And I literally said to him, I was like, bro, 20 years ago when I got asked to bring my playbook in, that hurt. I was like, this right here, I can handle this. So when he says, Jay, the network wanted to go another way, but I know that you're going to be good. And I said to him, I said, brother, it just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Now, here's the other side of it. Had they chosen me, I would have to be gone for 10 weeks immediately. And all the things that I have coming up, I would have missed out on it and wouldn't have been able to do it.
Yeah. And honestly, because we give, there is a godly expectation of us as believers to only live in the present moment.
That's it. It's the only thing that's real.
Depression is an emotional commitment to something that's already happened that you can't change. Anxiety is an emotional commitment to something that hasn't happened and may never happen that you can't do nothing about. The right now, Matthew 6:34, take no thought for tomorrow has enough, it will take care of itself, and today has enough concern of its own. That our responsibility is to be in the right now. What ends up happening is we try to elongate the right now beyond what the right now is. Right now included me a moment ago drinking that, but it's no longer the right now. The now is it sitting on the table. But because we remember the action of the moment, we try to commit ourselves to that moment, but we don't understand that life is ever evolving and new things happen along the way. So yes, it stung then, but you don't have to stay stuck in the pain of a sting that already happened. Make yourself available for the revelation, that comes along with staying present with as the present unfolds before you, because you start getting new information that, wait a minute, if I had gotten that, I would have had to cancel all of this other stuff that I was working on.
Yep.
I wouldn't have been able to do this. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're working all of this together
For my good.
for my good. And if you got the Hope Dealer sessions, which obviously you haven't fully listened because you would have gotten that one, For the Win. That's one of the tracks. Yeah. Oh, but you get my point. You get my point. It's literally like you start living beyond the moment of that upset. You start getting information that downloads to you that this is actually a good thing. It ain't bad.
And it ain't bad. And I needed it.
And I needed it.
I needed it because you cannot change future behaviors without the new information. You gotta have the new information. That is
And
what
you only get the
that is
new
what therapy.
information by living, by choosing
Yes.
to be in the right now. Bro, there are so many jewels in that statement alone. And I pray that the person listening lock in on, keep moving, get back in it, get back to it, get back up.
Mm.
Yes, you can feel it. Feel what you feel. Yes, it is real, but you will never, ever heal if you don't just get back in it.
Yes.
That's good to me, man.
Man, listen, this is blessing me, bro. This new project,
The Hope Dealer Session.
the Hope Dealer Session.
Say it, Dr. J, tell the people
The
something.
Hope Dealer Session is out now. Please go listen to this. Man, woman, boy, or girl.
Yeah.
I think we all need more hope in this world because hope deferred makes the heart sick.
Yeah.
That's what the scripture says. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. We were listening, and I started listening when you sent over, and I'm listening to the cadence of your voice, which I love the cadence of how you are allowing the words to flow. They don't feel forced, because I've listened to a few albums where it's like spoken word and it's just kind of feel like, get this. You're more speaking from receive this.
Yeah. Yes. That's it.
It's not get it, it's receive.
Receive.
And you cannot receive with closed hands. So not only do you have to open your ears for this new project, you got to open your heart, open your mind, and then also open your level of consciousness. Because sometimes we are operating from this space that no longer serve us, and we're unaware about it. So when you think about this new project, the Hope Dealer Sessions, what places you had to go to and retrieve hope to push this out?
The Hope Dealer Sessions is a motivational mixtape of spoken word and music intended to amplify hope in love, life, and culture. I lived this. I have benefited from these principles in real life over the past 40 years of living, but more specifically, as I received an unction by way of, and I'm actually talk about it at the end of the project, the text message that I received from our good brother Chadwick Boseman on April 4th, 2020, where he dared us to pray. He requested that we pray collectively for the hope of the world. He sent it to a few of us, and he said, because the pandemic has basically forced many of us to feel as though we are in a sea of hopelessness. And he said the plague was asked why it had killed so many. The plague responded, I only killed 100. The thousands that died from the fear of me. Wow. It's hope. Hope responds to fear, because what hope does is it not only commits to a better way and to the promise of our Maker, but it also provides evidence that if I got through the last thing, I can get through this one too.
That's it, brother.
Every storm runs out of rain. We can't name one that didn't. That's why we talk about it. We talk about Katrina, as devastating as Hurricane Katrina was. That was a storm that still ran out of rain. You go back to New Orleans, the party started back up because the storm ran out of rain. And that's life. And that duality that we talked about at the beginning, rain, sunshine, thunder, breeze, is all of it. And so these are literal collections of understanding that I've had along the way. You remember my major hope motivations and pep talks that you've encouraged me with. And so I was just like, this is a compilation of some experiences for the right now. It includes music, new songs, some remakes, the For the Win song, the I Pray For You, David Banner's, featured on the I Pray For You drum major remix. And these spoken words, like get back in it.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, which I am very proud of you. I really, really am. I really am. I'm very
proud of you too, black man.
I know you are, and I appreciate that. The 3 stays, that's a big one, where it basically says the 3 stays of life are stay excellent, stay consistent, and stay ready.
Yep.
Because when opportunity knocks, opportunity is not just looking around for you and waiting around for you to get your stuff together. It's there to embrace a person ready to go. So yeah, we're the Hope Dealer sessions get that. No regrets. Executive produced by my brother Josiah Bell. We're coming out of Suicide Awareness Month, and I want to get to the heart of as many people as I can to let them know that it ain't over. If there's breath, there's more.
Brother, my best friend was calling me now, Joel, and I was just
Joel Tutland?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I know
That is a best friend when you interrupt a podcast to answer.
Let's see if he gonna answer FaceTime. Big dog.
Joel Tubman is a brilliant mind. Wise, good dude.
We on set with Joe, man.
Can you see? Good to see you, man. We praying for you too, man. I'm loving the integrity that you're moving in, man. That's some powerful stuff. It's teaching more people than you realize.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we on set recording, man. On this episode with Major. Yeah. Oh, you all good brother? Yes, sir. What we got, CJ?
5 minutes, we're good.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, we ain't stopped the camera from rolling. So I said, Joe, call it. I told Major, I said, he said, man,
I say he must be your best friend. You sitting there interrupting a podcast. He's answering a podcast. You better be glad I respect you. Hey.
Good dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll eat you back, brother. All right. Yeah.
Good
Huh?
guy. Good guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, as the world is watching what he's navigating through, God has allowed me to walk with him to keep his hope up.
Because you a hope dealer.
And
Hope
that's-
dealer on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hope dealer. Huh?
that's why I answered the phone, because I wanted him to experience your energy.
Yeah.
And what God intended for me to even affirm how he's God be God.
That's what I'm saying.
Life be lifing, but God be Godding. And we have to make room for God to God. Because when I tell you, when God gods,
Man.
it's a good thing. It's a great thing. It slaps down every accuser. It slaps down every offender. It slaps down every hater. It handles it all and prepares a table in front of all of it.
Man. Thank you
Yes, sir.
for what you did for him. And I say that, bro, from the bottom of my heart. And as we're closing, it is just, and we talked about this last time, but I think it's a great time to regurgitate what we shared, and just to see what God is doing in your life, man. To see the promises of God, to continue to
Let's just use the word recap.
recap.
Yeah. Regurgitate.
Well, because we said it. Recap. Y'all see what I got to do with this guy? We can't even have a serious.
No, look, I'm just offering more outlook. It's all perspective.
Recap.
Yeah.
It is a blessing to see, man, that because this project wasn't even out the last time that we finished.
No, I was working on it. It's music that I wanted to go on other projects. It's a mixtape. I was just like, yo, I have an idea. I'm getting this out to the world, because you can't put everything when you have a label, you can't put every song or whatever out. And God was like, well, you don't have a label now. Let me show you what can be done. Perspective. Because I kept moving, I was able to get the new information to help me see, oh, that wasn't that bad.
No.
Yeah.
And you did it.
Yes, sir.
And as we're closing out September, as you know, September Suicide Prevention Month. And what I want to share to you is the same thing that I share with my brother often, is we're made for this. We often don't feel that we're made for the life that God has given us because what we've experienced in this life that we have been blessed to live. And me personally, I know what it's like to live without hope. I know what it's like to be in a place of hopelessness and to not feel as if tomorrow will come, but I had the thought that I didn't want to see tomorrow. Forget that it's coming. I didn't want to see it. And what I'm encouraging you, I don't know where you are in this season. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're experiencing. Major said something that was so powerful. We often allow depression to take place in our life for something that has already happened. Then he said, we'll commit to anxiety for something that hasn't happened. And I want to encourage you that I cannot change what has happened. We don't know what will, but you have the present moment. And if you can receive the hope in this moment that my brother and I are sharing with you, I am hoping that you would give yourself another opportunity to keep going.
Yeah.
We need you, brother. We need you, sister.
Yeah.
We need what God has placed in you. I'm telling you, you're not better off dead. I know that's the thought because I thought that. And from that thought, I made 2 attempts because I felt my family would be better off. The world would be better off. But not knowing that God said the world would be better because you stayed.
Yeah.
The world would be better because you chose to live. Your family would be better because you made a decision to keep moving. Because Major said this, the rain has to end. And I know most of us that are struggling with suicidal thoughts, we think that the pain won't ever end. And we think ending our life will cause the pain to end. But that is the beginning of pain that you don't even know what those have to deal with.
You literally are then taking your pain to give it to the ones who care. And there's always someone who does. That's so good. And I think a lot of people will be blessed by this episode. So I'm thanking God in advance for it being so. Hope ain't ever canceled. Jesus' name. Amen.
Listen, again, thank you guys for tuning in. This was a powerful, powerful, powerful episode with my brother and friend, that's Major, the Hope Dealer himself. New project, the Hope Dealer Sessions. Please go grab it. Please go support it. Listen to it. Let it affirm you. Let it build you up. Let it give you hope. Major, talk to the good people and close us out, brother.
Don't give up. As the good Reverend Jesse Jackson said, almost every space he stepped,
Man,
keep hope alive.
keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive. That's not some fluffy cliche. It is a powerful move to lock in on that hope. Hope is a powerful thing, and hope ain't ever canceled. Hope Dealer on 3, Jay. 1, 2, 3.
Hope Dealer. And remember, healing is a journey and wholeness is the destination. Until next time, take care of yourself. Be blessed. This is why I love you.
All right, camera cut.
I just wanna heal. In a world of fake, let's try being something real.